सुनिए गुलजार की नज्म कारवां 2.0 पर।
A cappella. Singing out loud while listening to music with your headphones on. Whereas the singer gets the benefit of the music, those unfortunate to be standing nearby are subjected to an unaccompanied and invariably crappy rendition of the song. Adulting. According to millennials, adulting is a combination of all the boring things that grown-ups do. So if you're slogging to work and paying your mortgage and cooking your dinners and ironing your own clothes, you're in the adulting word now. It sucks sometimes, but it's a reality for all big boys and girls. Yes, even millennials. All hat, no cattle. Now this is an appropriate phrase for a person that is all talk and no substance, full of big talk but lacking action. A person who cannot back up his or her words. A fake, a pretender. Basically, everything they say should be taken with a pinch of salt. For example, pay no heed, girl. That guy is all hat, no cattle. Uncurried. This means being fired unexpectedly and or without cause, or being let go of a job unexpectedly. Ooh, that can be bad. Artsy. It describes one who is into aesthetics. It is used to describe someone who likes and actively indulges in art. They are skilled at either studio arts, music, film, or all three. Many artsy people know how to play the guitar, usually having taught themselves. They sit at cafes, not for the image of being indie, but because it's seen as a great place to reflect and work on some new material. They are often seen wearing haute couture, with a mixed match of clothing and accessories found in small shops and thrift stores. Ooh, that's artsy. Asshole. Now this is an individual who asks ridiculous, obnoxious or irrelevant questions. Now this is often chronic behavior. I know I've met the type. I'm sure you have too. ATH. Now this is an acronym for all-time high. This references one's account, usually a brokerage account in which one's equity has reached its highest level. Mo, I think my account reached an ATH today. Drinks on me tonight. Now, don't we all wish for an ATH? Awesome sauce. Something that is more awesome than awesome itself. Ooh, awesome topped with awesome sauce. Oh my God, you got into your most preferred uni? That's awesome sauce. Aye. Now this is naval response indicating that an order has been received, is understood and will be carried out immediately. In operational situations, this is usually shortened to simply aye. Have you understood? Aye, aye, sir. Baby bump. A baby bump is the protruding abdominal region of a woman when she starts to become noticeably pregnant. Now, this often creates speculation a woman is pregnant even when it may actually be the result of bloating or maybe the way clothes fall. Hey, mind your own business, guys. If she's expecting, she will tell you herself. Badassery. Now, this is a measure of how badass you are. Something that is of badass status and is usually used as a substitute of coolness and the like. For example, did you see that fight? It was pure badassery. Bay. Now, you've probably heard this one before because of how popular it became in 2017. If you haven't, Bay or BAE is an acronym for the one you love before anyone else. BAE, before anyone else, Got it? Well, this word likely started as an attempt to say baby or babe. But then they realized midway through the word that they just didn't have the energy for that last syllable. That's funny. Bandwagon. Taking an interest in something just to fit in with the crowd. In my honest opinion, most peeps from the Gen Z are on the bandwagon. Don't you think? Basic. Now, if someone calls you basic, it's not an insult necessarily. It's just a suggestion that your personality and opinions and physical attributes are particularly standard and middle of the road. It's like saying, "Oh, you have basic cable." That's okay, I guess. Basically, calling someone basic is as good as calling them boring. Okay, fine. It's a total insult. Medicine. Have you ever felt like no matter what medication you take, it isn't going to cure that annoying headache of yours? Well, sometimes the only medicine you need is a good night's sleep in your bed. Medicine is a combination of the words bed and medicine, if you hadn't guessed already. Oh, I love medicine. Beefcake. Beefcake is an urban phrase for a strong, sexy man, someone very ripped and muscular. Comes from the term beefed up, implying the man is very well built. For example, "Ooh, look at that beefcake across the bar. Maybe I should buy him a drink." Beer me. Besides the obvious "give me a beer," it is used to ask someone to pass or hand an object to you. It can also be used in a more figurative sense as a request or a plea. "Oh Lord, bear me the strength to cure this hangover." Do you get the drift? Belter. Now this one's got nothing to do with belts, unless it's from Gucci. Then that belt would be a real belter. So belter means excellent, very good or cool. Whoa, that's a real belter. Bingeable. Have you ever started a TV show because you thought that the trailer looked so cool and you just wanted to check it out? And bam! Before you know it, it's 4 a.m. All the 5 seasons are over and you now have no purpose in life. Well, that show you just watched can be categorized as a bingeable show. Merriam-Webster defines the adjective bingeable as having multiple episodes or parts that can be watched in rapid succession. Blamestorming. Usually in a business setting, the act of attempting to identify who was to blame for a failure or a problem rather than trying to brainstorm a solution. So typical. Stop blamestorming and start brainstorming, guys. Bling. If you've ever seen a modern-day rap video, then you probably have an inkling of what I'm talking about. Fancy cars, designer clothes, diamond watches, and golden chains. Basically, a lot of shiny things. The kids these days like to call this bling. Bling is anything denoting expensive, ostentatious clothing or jewelry or the materialistic attitudes associated with them. BOLO. BOLO is police slang for be on the lookout, usually for thieves or murderers or criminals. We put out a BOLO for suspicious characters. In urban slang, "Hey man, BOLO for any cute girls at the club. I'm single again." Boomerang child. Now this is a child who moves out to start his or her own life, but then returns home to live. This could be often due to a result of the economy, but possibly also due to some irresponsibility of some or the other kind. I'm wondering if this is a good thing or a bad thing for the parents. I'm sure they have mixed feelings about it. Bouge. Now this sounds like something a Frenchman would say while trying to pronounce the word booze, right? Ha! Well, bouge is actually a word that's used to describe something that's boring or lifeless. It can be used to describe a situation or a person. For example, let's bounce. This party is bouge. Bounce. When the party's over, it's time to bounce. The verb bounce is used when you're going to leave or depart from a particular location. Let's bounce is just a cooler way of saying let's go. Now this phrase started to peak in popularity in 2015. Break the seal. You know the point at which you first need to use the restroom after you've been drinking your favorite alcoholic beverage? Well, this word marks the first time that the drunk person begins the loo routine. After this point, you will be running to the loo every 10 minutes. Wow, they really have a word for everything nowadays, don't they? Bromance. My husband's best friend bought him VIP passes for the cricket match on Sunday. That's the most bromantic thing ever. What's bromantic, you ask? A bromance is a close but purely friendly and platonic relationship between two or more men. Careful, ladies. Romance may be dead, but bromance surely isn't. Bropocalypse. Now this is an apocalypse of many male friends. An apocalypse of bros. A bropocalypse. A large gathering of adult males with the sole mission of getting drunk. For example, like at a fraternity party. Ah, bropocalypse. It sounds like a fun meet, doesn't it? Brosama bin Laden. A best friend that you never see. He's always hiding or just at home. Named after the infamous best friend you never see. For example, you've ripped on our plan like the last 8 times, man. Don't be such a Brosama bin Laden. It's killing our bromance. Bumping. Blaring music and getting down to it. Jamming, rocking out, grooving to the music. You know when your car stereo is so loud, you're really happy listening to your favorite artist and enjoying the music so much that you can actually feel it in your heart and stuff? Yeah, man, you're totally bumping. Burkini. Hey, what's that? Well, a burqa bikini, if you will. Talk about millennial culture integration, huh? The burkini is a woman's swimsuit that covers the entire body, leaving only the hands, feet, and face exposed. Designed with an intent to respect Islamic traditions of modest dressing, the acceptability of this attire is being brutally questioned in many first world countries. Butterfly kick. Hey, what insect is the best swimmer? The butterfly! Okay, jokes apart. The butterfly kick is one where the legs move up and down together with the knees bent on the upswing. Possibly the most important thing to learn in swimming, this strengthens your core and improves your stabilization while swimming any stroke. Not to mention, it is one of the hardest strokes out there. Bye Felicia. Bye Felicia is a line from the 1995 film Friday, starring Ice Cube and Chris Tucker, that is becoming increasingly popular for no reason. If someone is leaving and you really don't care, you dismiss them with a "Bye Felicia." It's a diss that really only works if the person that you're trying to insult isn't named Felicia. If she is, well, you've been accidentally polite. Whoops. Cake eater. Now this is your urban derogatory term for belittling a person of wealth for having it too easy and being too spoiled. You're blaming the person for being so rich that they can have their cake and eat it too. Get it? Cake eater? Having your cake and eating it too. Well, it makes the layman feel better about himself if nothing else. Ooh, look at Jesse in his shiny new BMW. He thinks he's so cool driving it round town. But we all know his daddy bought it for him. Plus, the hopeless bugger doesn't know how to drive it anyway. What a cake eater. Canned. Canned is a short form of the word cancelled. This one can be used for so many things. For example, if you want to leave a place, you can say, let's can. Or if you get stood up by your date, you can say, I got canned. Catchlight. A catchlight is a gleam of reflected light in the eye of a person in a photograph. Sometimes, by the way, this is purposefully engineered and helps draw attention towards the subject's eyes. With all the pressure to create the perfect Instagram post, you know what technique you want your bestie-turned photographer to try out next, right? Chillax. Now, you've probably heard your children say this to you when you're telling them to finish their homework on time. Chillax, Mom, I got this. So the word chillax is a combination of the words chill and relax, which means calm down. This one was added to the dictionary in the early 90s. Chopsy. I know what you're thinking. No, this has nothing to do with your favorite Chinese takeaway. Chopsy, in fact, is quite the urban slang for someone who's brutal, cheeky, outspoken, and very unapologetically so. Hey, look how that Chopsy girl gave it back to him. Guts on toast, girl. Ciao, Bella. Hasta la vista. Cheerio. Adios, amigo. Ciao, Bella. Ciao, Bella is Italian for goodbye, beautiful, and is used in text by guys trying to get the girl to join in the plan. Clap back. Now, imagine that you're at a social gathering or a party and someone takes a dig at you, whether playfully or not. What do? You're not just going to sit there and stew in your own juices, right? So, you return the favor with a comeback. A clap back is when you get dissed or insulted and you clap back. Get it? You clap them back or insult them back. C note. This is a $100 bill, where C stands for centum, the Latin word for 100. Oh, I'd like someone to give me a C note, wouldn't you? Cootie or the cooties. Now, these are non-medical germs that are spread through contact or by touch. It's generally an imaginary disease. You know, when little girls tell the other little girls, "Ooh, don't talk to him, he has the cooties." It's just a way of little girls telling other little girls not to play with boys, and vice versa. Crackberry. Well, we've all had that phase in our lives when we've been addicted to our mobile phones, right? Now, a perfect name for this devious device is Crackberry, a slang term for a mobile phone brand that implies its user is addicted to the device. Cray. Now, this is the abbreviation of crazy. For example, that girl is cray-cray. I think it's cray-cray to abbreviate everything. What's with these millennials? Cretin. A person that is brainless, stupid, childlike, and full of pointless information that makes no sense and appeals only to other cretins. The specimen in question can be found in abundance in every single populated internet forum, where they race to post as many mind-numbing messages as possible in a single session. Oh yeah, I know the type. Crowd surfing. Crowd surfing, also known as body surfing, is the process in which a person is passed overhead from person to person, transferring the person from one part of the venue to another. The crowd surfer is passed above everyone's heads, with everyone's hands supporting the person's weight. Now, you'd probably be crowd surfed at a rock concert in a tight audience. It's an unparalleled floating feeling. But I guess that's despite about 12 pairs of hands holding you up. Crunk. When someone is super energetic, maybe even a little too much due to their intoxication, you could say that they are crunk. Crunk is a portmanteau of the words crazy and drunk. That's interesting. Cryptocurrency. Raise your hands if you've dabbled in Bitcoin, Litecoin, or any kind of cryptocurrency. A cryptocurrency is a digital asset designed to work as a medium of exchange that uses strong cryptography to secure financial transactions. If that sounded like a mouthful, it was. Basically, a cryptocurrency is a secure online digital currency. The crypto part comes from the fact that these digital currencies use cryptography, that is, computerized encoding to prevent counterfeiting. This word was added to the dictionary in 2005. Curveball. Now this is a particularly difficult issue, obstacle or problem. It is named after the equally tricky baseball pitch. Yeah, my boss had a curveball when he had to tell us all that we had to work over the weekend. Poor guy, he knew we wouldn't be happy and would definitely create a hassle. Cut. In urban slang, the phrase cut refers to having to leave or go away. Bored of the party you're at? Want to bounce without explanation? Yo, I had a great time, but I gotta cut. There's places I need to be. Simple.
और इस दिल में क्या रखा है तेरा ही दर्द छुपा रखा है तेरा ही दर्द छुपा रखा है रखा है और इस दिल में क्या रखा है तेरा ही दर्द छुपा रखा है तेरा ही दर्द छुपा रखा है चीर के देखे दिल मेरा तो चीर के देखे दिल मेरा तो तेरा ही नाम लिखा रखा है तेरा ही नाम लिखा रखा है